Hey guys, this is Erica, the love coach.
And this is Leash, the chakra queen. And you are tuned in to the Let It Go Sis podcast. Let it go, sis!
Hey guys, you are listening to the Let It Go Sis podcast. Today we're going to be talking about why do people think nice guys finish last. We're also going to be talking about Ciara and Russel's relationship.
Oh boy.
This is episode 4, and I'm your host, Erica, the love coach, and this is my co-host,
Leash, the chakra queen.
And today we have a special guest with us.
I can call me Shotty. Good world.
What's good, world?
All right. So today we are going to focus on why do men and women tend to date toxic people more than the nice ones.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to ask our guest the first question.
Off the rip?
Yes, off the rip. We are chewing you up, okay? Let's go.
Jeez Louise.
Do you think that nice guys finish last?
Ooh, good question.
In relationships or like in general?
Nice guys finish last because women don't really be wanting nice guys like that. They want somebody with a backbone. They don't want somebody they feel like they can like step on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main reason why. Like,
And why? So why do you feel like that is though?
And when you say someone who doesn't have a backbone, what kind of person? I mean, like, do you think women are going after like bad boys? Like, what kind of person has a backbone? Or do you mean like what type of dudes do you think most women are attracted to today?
Mm-hmm.
I think women want a dude that's balanced, but the problem is the nice guys, they don't really be balanced. It's like too much.
Too nice.
It's too, it's not no in between, just y'all too nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got a thing, you know what I'm saying? I know it might sound crazy, but it's called the chicken theory, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, fried chicken, y'all love fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? It's crispy. You know what I'm saying? Got a little edge to
Specifically
it.
Popeyes.
Yeah, Popeyes. What? You know what I'm saying? But we all know fried chicken is not really good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you got like baked chicken, which is like, I guess, like the healthy alternative. Like if you go to a spot and you want fried chicken, and you're like, yo, we out of fried chicken, but we got baked chicken, you're going to be like, oh, let me go and get the baked chicken.
Wait, let
Like,
me ask you, before you elaborate on that, what do you feel like a good balance is between, or a good balance is for a relationship, for a man to be in a relationship?
Yo, it's all about, life is all about just being well-rounded.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what a girl likes. If you are well-rounded, you're probably going to hit some spots that remind her of what she actually likes. It's just the problem that everybody is too far left or too far right. Like, you got to just be more of a well-rounded person.
I agree.
That's like feminine versus masculine. That's something we talk about. Mm-hmm.
On both ends, women too. I don't want a woman that's super, like it's not like a girl want a super hood dude. Nobody want a dude that's in and out of jail every week. But she might want somebody who got that kind of swag, who got that kind of sauce. Like,
because I ain't finna hold a nigga down in jail.
Me either. Not anymore.
Too much of anything will hurt you. Too much
Right.
apples could kill you. You know what I'm saying? Too much water. It's just like everything is well balanced. Well balanced diet. Well balanced as a person. Like, you be straight.
I can agree with that. So give us an example of balance for a man. Like for you, what is balance for you?
What does that mean?
Right.
It's just too much. Like, don't be too much of one thing. Like, it's really for the nice guys. Like, if you a nice guy, be a nice guy. But the problem is, I don't know, some women just look at it as a weakness, and then what happens is the nice guy just turns into a savage because they get done dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you were a nice guy and you turned into
I
a
was
savage?
super nice. I'm not a savage, but I was the too far right dude. I was the guy that I was raised by my mom and my sister, so they taught me like respect for ladies. So when I was coming up, I ain't have nobody really telling me how to be with women. It was just be nice. So I'm the guy. Here's a poem. Here you go. Like, that's me. That was
some
me.
girls like that.
Here's a teddy bear.
Poems.
Here's a teddy bear. Mind you, she with she picked the total opposite dude that ain't doing nothing for her. But here I am with a teddy bear. Like, yo, it's good, man. She like,
the
nah.
past is coming out.
She with
Right.
the gangbanger.
This is the trauma coming up. This is the trauma.
Like,
so,
yo, one time,
go ahead. No, tell the story. Go ahead.
this is just, it's stupid, but this was like back in like school. It was some chick I was feeling or whatever. So, you know, I was scheming on her for a minute. Like, thought she was cute and everything. So finally, she giving me some rhythm. Like, we walking around the hallways together. You know, in school, when you walk around, if a chick walk around with you in the hallway, that's you.
This is a throwback right here.
This is a throwback.
School days.
So I'm like, damn, she finally, because she was playing me. She wasn't giving me no rhythm.
Puppy love is one of the best loves out there.
So she finally giving me some rhythm, yo. Finally walking around the hallway. So I go in the classroom. I'm like, yo, come with me. I'm about to go copy my homework. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know this chick said, "You going to copy your homework? Oh, you a good boy," and she left me. Me while I was standing. I'm like, yo, did she just like?
But can I say something?
Low key break
because you did your homework.
Because I went to copy my homework. She's like, "You a good boy."
I understand that, but I feel like that's like high school. Like that's not dating with an adult.
But that carries on though, because the guy she's with now is the same guy who she was looking for at that time.
Okay.
But I think it does carry on. Some people grow and change, but I think that does carry on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, like if you was some dude in college trying to go to law school or something, she'd probably be like, "No, I want the drug dealer.
I want drugs.
I want the scammer because he drives a Mercedes." I don't know, like that. No, but that's true.
It's
that does
the
happen.
Addiction to toxicity, really, honestly, because what you're saying to me just feels like that person at that time was just a toxic person, and maybe you have to look at yourself like, why were you attracted to her? Because guess what, as much as you were going to do your homework, there was a girl in high school that was doing her homework too. Why you ain't go seek her out?
Because I knew her shorty was kind of bad.
Exactly. So that's you connecting
Opposites
with
attract.
Exactly. That's you connecting with trauma or being a chaser. You were chasing the wrong thing.
I was big chicken.
Correct. Okay. But if there's another big chicken out there, what does that say about you?
That he's chasing the wrong people.
You're chasing the wrong people. Mm-hmm. So it's not that...
We've all been in that situation.
Exactly. We've all chased the wrong people. It's just it's up to you to realize that.
But there's red flags that come with that. With like, because I just feel like a lot of guys just don't, and I'm not trying to bash the guys, but it's just the nice guys are the ones that just get done dirty. Because there are women, I'm not saying every woman has this mentality, like a lot of women don't. But some women really do have that mentality.
Absolutely.
Like they're gonna go through their whole life and keep eating this fried chicken, get high blood pressure, and say, "Yo, I want the baked chicken now." But meanwhile, that option was there for you the whole time.
But do you feel like people can change though? Like, or do you just think like, "Oh, she just wants this now because for whatever your thoughts are"? I mean, do you feel like people can change?
Let's go back to your theory. You didn't really explain it before, so explain that theory that you have.
Oh, the big chicken.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a lot of times, I'm not saying all women. I love women. Yeah. If the shoe don't fit, I'm not talking about y'all. I want y'all to be in the comments talking about, "Yo, you need passion women."
And if you triggered, that means you need some healing.
That's a fact.
That's
so
you, sis.
And for you brothers out there, PSA, some of y'all are big chicken. Right now, you with the red shirt looking right now at this podcast. So you with the black shirt and the do-rag on. I'm just here to help y'all.
Not the do-rag.
I'm just saying. So I'm not trying to bash nobody, but this is what it is. A lot of guys, I know people that's in a situation. They with girls that are completely different than them, right? Mm-hmm. And they have something to gain from this person. Just because somebody's with you, it don't always mean that they like you. Like, it sounds crazy,
that's a fact.
But wherever they're at, you fit in with their life, whatever circumstance they got in their life right now. So sometimes
they're using you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sometimes it's not just like, yo, she feeling you, like
because sometimes you'll see like a bad chick, a good-looking woman with the dude who's like way older than her or not even cute at all, and you're like, what? But yeah, she might actually be in love with this person, but again, she can also just be using him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's definitely true.
But I mean, sometimes you have to take accountability to why are you dating these type of people when there are other women or men that are on the same level or the same mentality. So you have to take accountability and look at yourself sometimes and say, okay, I'm baked chicken, but why am I the one chasing fried chicken?
Or vice versa.
Right.
I mean, sometimes people don't always show their cards at first.
That is also true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
mm-hmm.
So you have to make the right decision once you meet these people and you analyze, like,
that's what dating is for.
But why would I question it if I'm talking to a girl and you giving me rhythm? Why would I question that? You know what I'm saying?
Question what?
Why would you question her showing you interest? Is what
how
you're saying.
Would I know she's fried chicken?
Because she's gonna start showing. This is why you probably should date someone for 3 months. Date before you stay together, because 3 months in, you're gonna start to see true colors. I feel like 3 months is a good amount of time to be like, all right.
I said that to someone before. I'm like, after 3 months, they start showing their true colors, and like the relationship is usually like for what it really is.
I think it's longer than that. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Everyone I dated after 3 months, I saw who they really were. Pretty much.
Especially if you're dating, like if you're like together all the time, stuff like that, like, you know, meeting
not
families,
just messing around. Yeah,
right. But see, the problem is when we get to that point where we say like, okay, this person is fried chicken, we don't leave them, and that's the issue.
We know they're bad for us,
right? We should keep trying to work it out.
Let's talk about Ciara and Russell. How do you feel about their relationship?
Shout out to Russell Wilson, man.
Shout out.
He's like, no hate.
He got a Jerry curl. He's cool. You know what I'm saying? Ciara grew up in the music industry, so she's used to certain dudes. Future was, when she was dealing with Future was lit. Future's the top of the game.
He's still lit.
They had kids together. Like, I feel like that's the type of guys that she likes. You know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson is the guy that's coming along and cleaning up her mess, in my opinion. He got bread. If Russell wasn't Russell and he just walked in the spot and tried to holler at Ciara, I don't think she'd be like, oh, who's that? You know what I'm saying?
What makes you feel that way?
You went from Future to Russell.
Okay, but so
that goes back to what I said. Do you think people can change, like, the way, like, their mentality, the people they date? Like, okay, this is the question. Do you really think she loves him? Do you think Ciara loves Russell? I
mean, it's hard to not love somebody who's rich and is
but that's not love.
But not even, like, before we even get into that, how many people before Future do we know that Ciara dated? Who was before Future?
You're right. I'm only using Ciara as an example because I don't know her past.
But this, exactly, so she's dated two separate men, Future
that we know
and
of.
Russell. So how do you know which one is her type? She could have been dating Russells all this time. We don't know. We don't know her, so it's very hard to build an opinion.
But even if she wasn't dating Russells and she was dating all Futures, because I can speak for myself. I can speak for myself. I liked the bad boys. Like, I was dating people that I shouldn't be dating. And I changed my mentality. And I wanted to use an example. Since you're using your big chicken theory, I wanted to talk about an example as far as, like, when you want to go on a diet and eat healthy, right? You change your lifestyle the way you eat. You might become a vegetarian or a vegan or just start eating salads because you want to be healthy.
Right.
But I used to eat fried chicken all the time, you know, but now I want to eat salads because I have a different mindset. My life is different. I have a different lifestyle. Right. So it is possible for people to change. It's possible that Ciara really is just over the fact that, yo, I didn't deserve that type of man. Like, I deserve someone like Russell.
Right.
It doesn't mean she don't love him. She just changed up her lifestyle.
She finally realized her worth.
She realized that, like, oh, I do deserve a good man. Maybe she has some issues in her life that she thought, like, she could only be with toxic people for whatever reason.
Trauma bonding.
I wish them the best. I do. And let me shout out Russell. Like, no funny shit. Yo, the fact that he loves her like that and accepts her kids and everything like it's his, like, yo, that's fire. And as a man, I respect that. It's just jokes. It's not serious. I respect that. Only way we gonna know what type of guys she like is if they don't work. Let's see what type of dude. And I guarantee
what she ends up with after. But if she stays with him, so
it's hard to even do it like that because now you dealing with a dude like that. It's hard to kind of like you can't come.
But
down
that's what I'm saying. Maybe okay. Let's put it like this. Maybe when she first met him, she was like, "He not really my type." But you know, you always have the friends that like date someone who's not your type. Like maybe that's it. People always used to say that to me.
And what
date
happened?
Someone who's not your type.
And what happened? All right, yo, Russell.
Honestly, no. Me, all of the guys, I don't have a type. I mean, I have a type. There's a type of guy I like, but y'all know, all of my boyfriends is all different looking, all different types of dudes.
For people who don't know, we're all friends in real life.
Type, right?
We know each other
I've never dated one type of guy.
But you do like one archetype of guy. You like there's one main thing that you actually absolutely need.
There's a physical appearance that I would love, but I'm still open to.
Yeah, I think Alicia has a physical appearance, but not
that I want. I'm gonna date you. Period. It doesn't matter how you look to me. That's just
right. I've dated fat, skinny, swag, no swag, like tall,
short. What do you like? Swag.
I feel like what it is that you can be attracted to swag, but before being healed, swag was all we cared about. Now
that's true. That's a good point.
Now that we're healed, it's like I like that you have swag, but that's not the most important thing to me. Now I want you to treat me good. So of course, if you come with swag, that's dope.
Don't be in jail, like you said.
It's a bonus, right? It's like, oh shit, ooh.
Right? You swaggy and you treat me good. Ooh, marry me tonight, bro.
Now he treat you good, but he ain't got absolutely no swag. He's corny as heck.
But now that I'm healed, I would take that over a dude with swag.
Right.
If you ask me now, because yes, Leash back in the day would be like, oh, he got swag, I'm gonna take that over this corny dude. But now that I'm an adult and I'm healing and I know what I deserve and I have self-love, I understand that I deserve the healed guy too. The guy that's corny.
And not just that, you were toxic yourself. That's why we were attracting other toxic people, because we were doing our own toxic stuff.
Right. Exactly.
See, I'm with natural growth. See, like you were saying the whole diet thing, and like you didn't just wait till something happened and then you want to change your diet. You just naturally said, "Yo, okay, I see what's going on," and you.
But maybe it did. Maybe I was like, "Damn, I got fat."
Right.
And but then
that's something happened.
You gonna wait till you just something completely happens for you to change though?
But that's
You know what I'm
But
saying?
sometimes that's what you need.
That's what you need.
Sometimes you never heard the saying like it takes hitting rock bottom for you to like finally change your life around.
Right.
But
It shouldn't have to be like that. Like you don't want to be the person who like dated 10 fuckboys and you're like, okay, now I want the good guy. But you're not saying it in that way. You're not like, okay, now I just want the good guy. You're saying like, yo, I want this because I want to be happy. Like I was fucking up in the past by dating people who didn't make me happy. It didn't make sense.
You know what? This is a good. I don't know if y'all watch 600 Pound Life or whatever it's called.
I've seen it before.
I've seen it
Yeah, like just like your salad theory. Most of them go through trauma, which is the reason why they got to 600 pounds.
They were
but now they're
or whatever.
exactly so they're connecting with that. So now they're eating. Food is their toxicity. Right. So now they're 600 pounds, and the doctor's like, "You're gonna die." What they gonna do? Oh shit! I need to get my life together. I need to eat salad. That was the catalyst that pushed them into healing, and now they're changing their lives for the better because. Okay, I'm not going to let my trauma, they go to therapy and all of that. I'm not going to let my trauma define me. So what they do at this point is now it's like, that's the thing that Erica was talking about. That thing pushed me into my healing. Sometimes we need that thing. Sometimes somebody needs to tell you, you're going to die. You're going to be alone. You're toxic. You need those things to push you into that healing.
And it doesn't make you a bad person because you went through a bunch of bad relationships and now
we
you want
all
someone
human.
good.
We're human. We all been through some shit.
But let me ask y'all a question. Like for me, I feel like I'm the guinea pig, or like I'm the plan B, or I'm the healthy alternative. I don't like to feel like that.
Because you're
Why?
dating
it's
those
possible,
women.
but
Because you're dating those type of women.
Nah, not
When's
all
the
the
last time
time.
you dated baked
I'm not even
chicken?
talking about me. I'm talking about just people. Yo, it's not
Answer
just
a
me,
question.
son.
When did you date a big
When's the
chicken
last time
woman?
you dated a baked chicken?
When I dated.
When did you date a good woman that really held you down the way you
Exactly.
wanted to be held
When's the
down
last
and
time
loved you the way you
sitting
wanted
here
to be
talking
loved?
about fried chicken, baked chicken. Oh, women want this, but when's the
have.
last time you dated a? Okay, when's the last time?
Dated? I don't know. Date is a strong word.
Well, you mean like relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah, relationship. I haven't had it. I never dated a big chicken.
Why? Because it's not what you wanted. You wanted the fried chicken.
No, if I'm with somebody, you fried chicken. You what I like.
But it's not
What
about
I
what
You're
you
saying you
like.
like the toxic. You basically just proved our point. You like toxic women.
He don't
Hold on,
like
edit this
toxic
out. No.
women.
All
He
right.
don't like toxic women, but he
All right,
likes his type.
we gotta find something in the middle of fried chicken and big chicken. Because
Now,
fried chicken is
it's
bad.
lemon pepper
It's
chicken.
something.
Lemon pepper
it's-
chicken is in the
It's
middle.
lemon pepper.
It's a little spicy, but it's sweet.
I'm not. If I'm with somebody, you're not
Spicy but
a
sweet.
plan B or alternative. You what I like. You're not fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? You're what I like if I'm with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
but-
did a big chicken where I knew the girl was completely like not my type and
Like
she
too
liked me.
submissive? Because you said that. We had a discussion out there. You were like, no one wants someone who's too submissive. What's
I
too
don't want
submissive?
nobody too submissive.
But what is too submissive to you?
Right. That's a good question.
Yo, I want somebody to check me. Like, yo, nah, you good. I want somebody to, when I walk out my house and I look crazy, yo, son, change your clothes, B.
Mm-hmm.
You got like submissive.
But that's
too
her
much.
being
I need
masculinity.
strength. I grew up
But
in
what is
strength.
someone who's
Yeah.
too submissive? Like, what would she be doing if she was like too soft or too? Because you described what you want. What is the too submissive that you don't want? How is she acting?
Yeah, describe what you don't want.
Because maybe I don't know. Just answer the question.
To me, and respectfully, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I a lot of it is sexual. So if you submissive, I don't know. Like, I don't really. That's fun to have. It's not something.
But you don't want someone you could walk all over,
Right.
Basically,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody.
But that's the same thing with women, and
But
that's
women, exactly.
that's what
We're all
goes
the
back to your
same.
balance. We need
Right,
someone
we all
who's
need
not a
balance.
pushover, but
Mad
also
people
can put us
not
in our
balanced.
place.
Y'all know that.
Yeah,
People
no,
energies
you're-
is not.
We
Yeah,
agree on
because
that.
a
Dudes
lot
is
of
too
people
much
are
of
not
one
healed.
thing, bro. We all been there. Like,
But what we're trying to
chicks too.
explain to you is that the same way you say to us, Ciara don't want him, he's baked chicken, it's the same thing with y'all. Y'all don't want it either.
Y'all don't want the good
But
women.
there is a whole bunch of people in the dating pool who are that. We're all just unhealed and chasing the wrong thing. But
We
then
don't
this
know
is
what
what
love
we're trying.
is.
Exactly. Love is not what we think it is. Love is just a connection to your childhood traumas or your relationship traumas. Whatever you're used to, that's what you go after. When somebody comes into your life that's good for you, it's foreign and you run from it. So that's all we're saying is once you heal those things, then baked chicken is going to be what you want.
Not someone who's 100. Like you said, they got to be balanced.
Right.
Not 100%.
Right, like balance. We're gonna get lemon pepper.
I look
We go with the lemon pepper.
I look at big chicken as somebody who's being taken advantage of. That's why I look at big chicken.
Right.
Like if you're dealing with somebody,
you need a balance.
there's two things. If you're dealing with somebody, if you know a girl's past, if you know her type and she's this guy was the same way, and you're like the guy that she wants to like change over something now. I'm gonna pick you, and then she has something to gain from you. You're a big chicken, bro, because she might not be with you because she like you. She's with you because she's getting whatever it is. Yo, he's good for the kids.
But listen, you're right. That's possible. That is possible. You don't want to be that guy.
If I'm going to be with you and I'm accepting your kids, don't put me in that box. Like, is there something else? Like, do you like me?
I feel
or is
like
it because
that's
I'm
how
here
you
for the
feel.
kids?
Because I feel like that's how you feel because of your past relationships.
Yeah, on personal trauma.
Because at the end of the day, it's possible. Like, you can get into a relationship. I'm gonna use a female as an example. A female can go from dating guys like Future to dating a good guy and actually genuinely love them and not be using them because maybe maybe at first she was like, okay, let me choose a different type of guy this time and see what happens. But then she fell in love with him. You can't make it seem like, you can't say, oh, she chose me last, but at the end of the day, y'all really end up having a good relationship. You can't use her past.
That's like, oh, I found something in the last place I looked for it. Yeah, because you found it.
But do y'all really truly feel like he's what she's looking for, honestly?
Maybe not in the beginning, at first. Maybe not. Maybe she was like, oh, he's not my type. But then she fell in love with him.
So you can deal with somebody who's not your type and you can deal with that for the rest
Honestly,
of your life.
I feel like he is her type on like whatever version she is of herself right now.
Exactly.
Because I feel like she went through a lot. If you listen to like her interview, she's like, I really prayed for this type of man. Like she was done.
Healing. Exactly.
She was done with the toxic man.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think his success and money and everything and status in life played a bigger part in them being together?
No, she has her own money. She's Ciara.
Yo.
It's not like I'm dating Russell.
Exactly.
Then you could say
I'm dating Russell for the money because I think it's broke. But
y'all stupid.
If I got money, what's the point? Why am I dating someone with money if I got money?
I don't know nobody's account balance, but Russell's a different type of bread, son. I'm sorry, Ciara. I know you successful.
I mean, yeah, but
Russell
she still doesn't need him for status.
I mean, you know what we should do? We should look up their worth.
Their net worth.
Because I don't know their worth.
Go ahead. You should do that.
All right, hold on. Well,
you should
I got
do
a
that.
phone. I got
a phone.
I got an iPhone.
I
yeah, she used to be team Android.
I'm still team Android.
I'm pretty sure Ciara papered up, but Russell, that's for life paper. I'm good. Like,
what is it? Net worth.
But
right?
I feel like it's not always. I mean, celebrities is a little bit different. I feel like, I mean, it is. They have to date people within their status.
Money make you a little bit more attractive.
Okay,
definitely.
So
I mean, yeah, but I think that. But Russell's not like a bad looking guy. Like, okay, Russell. No judging on this show.
Shout out. All right, my fault.
No, but I mean, he's not a bad looking guy. Like, I wouldn't like if he really looked like a corny dude. I feel like he's a good person. I don't know him personally.
Okay, Ciara's worth like 20
million?
Yeah, Russell is 135 million.
But I still don't think she married him because of his net worth.
20
That's
million,
a huge difference.
But do you think that she married him just for the net worth?
I don't think so. But
it's a nice bonus.
That's like me making $2 an hour and somebody making 10. At the end of the day, they still making more money than me. That puts me in a different bracket. So I can see where he's coming from with that. That's a big difference. Wow.
I mean, again, we're talking about people that we don't know in real life. Yeah. So I mean, it's just opinions. But I know from personal experience that you can have a change of types because you're changing yourself. Like, imagine me trying to be this freaking coach to people and tell them not to date these type of dudes, and I'm still dating these type of dudes. Like, when you change your life, you have to change with it. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? So people can change. I feel like it's possible that she does love Russell. I don't know. We don't know that. But just based off of personal experience, we can definitely change what we want in life to match how we are. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad thing. Like, yeah, maybe he was her last choice, but she might actually genuinely be happy. And even if he was her last choice, if she really does love him, then good for him, because now he got a girl who really love him.
Right.
Let's see.
We'll see. Like, this is something we could talk about 10 years from now.
I want to put a bet on it.
We're going to come back. Season 65.
I don't know if this is a rumor.
Episode 3. We bringing Sha Bizzle back.
Is this a rumor or, like, did she, like, date 50 at one point in time?
I think that was a rumor, but I don't know. He also dated
honestly,
Vivica Fox.
I don't follow celebrities. That's just not my thing. I be in my own world, to be honest with y'all. So, I don't know. I have no clue. But I just feel like what Erica's saying is legitimate. Like, I feel like myself personally, like, I used to be attracted to a certain thing. And throughout my healing journey, I realized, like, I don't want that. Like, a guy that's like, oh, where you going? Why you dressed like that? Blah, blah, blah. Back in the day, yoke me up and tell me, oh, I'm like, oh, yes. Now, it's like, don't tell me what to wear. I'm my own person. At the end of the day, you need to trust me. I'm not going out to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So people change. I'm living, I've changed. What I like changed. You know what I'm saying? So
just like you said, you changed, like you're more balanced now, whereas before you weren't. But that's like all of us. None of us were balanced. We did too much. Like, I'm not going to say this, but, they all called me baked chicken because I was too nice. I pull out chairs for people and stuff, but, I'm not ashamed to be too nice, okay?
I mean, I'm like that, too, in relationships, though. I was joking when we said that earlier, but I'm like that, too.
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
I used to make plates for my dude
right.
every day.
I mean,
that's cool.
You heard what he said. If it's mutual,
that's the key point.
It's okay.
Right.
Don't be putting on no chairs for no girls if she ain't, like, holding you down the same way, bro.
Basically,
don't do that.
You still should
both
pull
gotta
out
be
the
lemon
chair,
pepper
though. That's
chicken.
different.
We both got to be lemon
Just
pepper.
being petty with the chair thing. But this is basically like, yo, it don't matter. Be the best person you could be, but make sure it's mutual. Don't be putting yourself out there too much for people, bro. And then that's it. You won't be big.
But see, that goes back
facts.
to what we were talking about in our other episode that you weren't here for. Like, you have to realize the red flags in the beginning to say, because I feel like we wait too long to realize the flags. Like, it'd be like a year into the relationship.
Right, when you
and then we'd be
realize
like,
it.
oh, this person is not, like, they toxic
And
or
then you
whatever.
stay
Or she don't
because of
really love me.
comfortability. Because of comfortability, you stay with them instead of being like, this is not what I deserve.
Because I feel like 6 months into the relationship, you might realize this person don't really like you or don't love you the way you love them. So it's like, why did I stay with them for 3 years?
Whatever time that honeymoon phase is, once that's over, you're going to know who it is. I don't know if it's 3, 6, or a year. Because some people could just be fake for mad long. They can really hold, they can
Depending
really...
Thank God I never
doing
dated
that.
someone who hid themselves for that long. Because
Right.
after 3 months,
Listen,
I'm out.
I dated someone who hid themselves for 3 years, okay?
Okay.
Anyway.
Shit, it be like that.
It bees like that.
We all been there, But to my brothers, I'm here for y'all, man, to, to get out this situation. Because, for real, it's
You
real. You
gotta
gotta know the red flags.
Right.
I was gonna say, like, men do need to be balanced because what they have to realize is not just about being too nice. What about the ones who are too much of an asshole? Like, a lot of guys think women like complete assholes. We like an asshole to a certain extent, but
Right, like, I
not.
want you to
See, why
yoke
to a
and choke
certain
me up.
extent?
I want you to
No,
yoke and choke me
it's
up
like maybe
during
like in a
sex.
bedroom or something, but
Exactly.
not like don't
Not-
actually be an asshole.
Right. Don't actually yoke me up in public
And beat the
because
shit out of
I
me.
had on a cleave, like my shirt was, my cleavage was showing. No, I want you to yoke me up in the bedroom like, whose is this? It's yours, daddy. I like that, but I don't want you to yoke me up for no reason because you going through my phone or you're jealous or, you know what I'm saying? It's a balance. Like, it's a balance. That's all it is. And you were right. Like, we all have to be balanced out. Like we said, 2 lemon pepper chickens.
Someone said you can't find a nice asshole, but I mean, I think you can, but they're not really an asshole. They're not really. They're just maybe aggressive. I would use the word aggressive, not an asshole.
You know what I think?
Because an asshole is actually like a dude who's just a
an
dickhead.
asshole, right? I think that's where role playing comes in.
The nice guys don't be. I don't know personally.
They don't do stuff like that. Is what you're trying
I'm pretty
to
sure
say.
they're just nice all the time. Come on,
I
baby.
can
They
speak
make
for
love to
that.
you.
Like, I've dated people that I felt like was corny and like they kind of was just like they didn't know nothing about sex. You were kind of like,
Come here,
because
baby.
they ain't getting girls.
Kiss me.
well, no, that's
They're not
true. They don't have
seasoned.
experience.
Yeah.
That makes sense. This is for Let It Go Sis After Dark.
Yo, man. Stop being big chicken. You heard 2021, man.
No. Be baked chicken and fried
the right
chicken.
person.
Be lemon pepper.
Be lemon
That's the
lemon pepper.
conclusion we came to. Be
Hashtag.
lemon pepper.
Hashtag lemon pepper.
AKA balance those chakras, okay? Chakra
That's a
being
Buy Alicia's candle. Come on, free promo.
shameless plug.
Balance your chakras.
Balance
Her
those chakras.
That's a
Balance your femininity and your masculinity. And that goes for all of us. You know, feminine and masculine is not just female, male. We all have both within us. And the point is to balance ourselves out and connect with somebody who's also balanced to be able to add to their life. Stop looking for people to fulfill you is the point.
Right. And
Usually-
you gotta find someone who's meant for you because like you were saying, like if you're dating someone who's complete opposite of you and then you're mad, that's your own fault.
Yo,
Like
that's
find
the first
somebody
sign. My fault. Cutting
No,
you.
no, it's okay. Go ahead.
But I was just saying, like what you were saying. That's literally the first sign. Is like, yo, you're totally different. Like, some things you're gonna not always be the same on. Like certain life things you have to agree on. Like, yo, do you want a family? Do we want this? Do we want that? But if y'all don't got nothing in common, and y'all just look crazy when y'all out, you don't see the
always fighting.
It's just she mad when she with you. She got an attitude all the time,
yep.
bro.
There's something wrong.
You gotta check that.
Right.
People think that's cute. A lot of people in this generation are like, "Oh, she crazy." Like we used to think being crazy was cute.
But then you have to think about it. Like the girl always have an attitude that goes back to childhood trauma. That could be a guy whose mother always had an attitude. So when he dates women, he's dating the women like his mom, right? Which is toxic.
Nobody want to come home to that. Y'all gotta change that. You got an attitude 24/7. If I get
off
off
like,
work,
that's what you saying. Nobody want to come home to that attitude.
I'm not coming home to that. I'm out. It ain't gonna get to that point. Yo, you got an attitude. Come on. I don't care how mad you are. If your man come home, your woman come home, you should be happy, bro. You should not.
No, that's a fact.
That's crazy.
The relationship should be equal, give and take.
Right.
Whatever I'm giving you, you should know how to give it
and
back to me.
And if you're not happy, because you can't say you just need to be happy. If I'm not happy, I should be able to communicate. Exactly. Should be able to communicate to you, I'm not happy, and you should be able to change it.
Right. See, I think that's another issue in relationships. When there's people who, if you're dating someone who's completely opposite than you, like you dating a girl who like talks to you like shit or something, and you're telling her, "Oh, this is how I feel." She's like, I don't care, because she don't care about you, so she doesn't care about your feelings. If you're dating someone who's on your level or balanced like you or likes the same things as you, she's going to understand why you feel that way, because she would feel the same way, whereas we're dating people who don't even understand the way we think.
Or are willing to even communicate it.
Willing to understand you.
I feel like it's effective communication, because just saying what's wrong with you is not enough sometimes. Like, some people just say, yo, I'm not happy. All right, what you want me to do with it? I mean, what you want me to do to fix that? Don't just say you're not happy. Like,
but that's why you have to have a deeper conversation.
Right.
Sometimes
say, how can I fix that?
Wait, not even that. What are you not happy with? I'm not happy that you chill with your homeboys all the time. Ooh. Simple. This is how you fix it. Make time for me. Make time for your friends.
Right. Then she won't make you completely cut your friends off.
But she has to be willing to compromise as well. You have love for your homies, so you're gonna be chilling with your homies. So if you want to be with me, you have to understand that I love my homies, but I'm going to compromise and make time for you. You have to compromise and understand that I'm making time for them too.
Let's talk about double standards, though.
Uh-oh.
She said, "Oh," because a lot of times a guy will say, "I don't want you hanging out with these people," or "You always out with your friends," but then he always out with his friends. You have to make sure that the rules you putting on your woman is the same rules that you follow.
Yep. That's a fact.
That's another reason why there's so much fucked up relationships.
Right. Because I think we talked about this, like with like women with children. It's kind of just like you have to be the mother all the time, but the father doesn't always have to be the father. He can go out and be with his friends while mom is at home all day with the baby. And that's most situations like that. So it's kind of like, okay, but I got friends too. I want to chill too. I need a break too.
That's communication as well. When you have a kid, you got to say, hey, like, it's not just my job, especially if you're still together. It's different if you're not with the person. But yeah, communication.
But let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think y'all can see those traits before y'all even get that far?
Before a baby, probably not.
I
don't have any children. Erica,
you mean what traits are you talking about?
Were they an asshole before you had a kid with them?
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Most of the time. Most of the time. Well, not asshole, but like, yeah, the signs were there. The signs
were there.
But that goes back to us not being healed. Like, back then we were stupid.
Back then she was just going after what she was used to, which is asshole.
And another thing is not just going after what you're used to, that too, but going after just somebody to feel something. We talked about this in the episode before. It's like, you just date people just to have someone to say, I got a man or I got a girl, but it's just... what's the word? Like attachment. You're like, I'm attached to them, so I'm gonna stay with them, but it's no real love or anything.
Or you latch on to people. We got some latching on people like out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's another thing.
What's a latching on?
Oh, that sucks. You
what
got
does
a girl
that mean?
that's like
energy
maybe
vampires.
Just getting out of a situation, just getting unmarried.
Oh, like too clingy.
And she just on you. It ain't even because maybe she like you. She just trying to escape what she just been through.
Right. It's like, I just need someone, so I'm get it with you.
I'm gonna latch on to him.
You giving me to play, I'm gonna get with you.
Right.
Latching on. Yeah.
I'm gonna latch on to him and make him feel the same energy I feel.
And then she brings you down.
Yep, transfer of energy. However I feel, I'm gonna transfer it to you. Hurt people hurt people.
And hope is mutual.
Yep. It's real.
And it's not mutual.
It's real out here. But with all of this being said, we're going to have to wrap up this episode. Let it go, sis. We're going to have a Cheaters Part 2 because we want to Cheaters Part 2 like this the show.
That was last week's episode.
Cheaters Part 2.
Oh, this is not even about cheaters.
She's still on the other episode.
I am still on the other episode. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. We want to ask you guys about the baked chicken and fried chicken theory. How do you guys feel about that? Okay,
That's a good question.
that's a good question. All right, guys, we are out, and that's it. Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys for tuning into the Let It Go Sis podcast. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Let It Go Sis podcast and my personal page, Erica Christine.
And my personal page at Artiste Photography and Chakra Queen 222.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Bye.
Bye.